Good evening and welcome to the Deccan Arena, Hyderabad. It is the I-League 2023-24 season, and we are here at this beautiful city for a beautiful tournament as we unveil one more exciting chapter. It's Rajasthan United who take on Mohammedan SC in match number 28 of the I-League 2023-24 season. Teams are ready for another big clash. Rajasthan have a bit of difficulties given the start they've got, but they have chance to make things all right here. And Mohammedan SC, they have been unbeaten so far, a team to reckon, a star-filled team almost can be said. The way they have been performing, they're creating stars this season. And there's the dressing room for the home side, Rajasthan United. Few familiar faces, few new additions. And 4 matches in, we have already seen what they've got, but they will hope and look to improve with each game.
First 3 points for your team. How big of a morale booster is it getting those points against a team like Churchill Brothers?
Yes, for any team, always 3 points give extra confidence. And with this, we forget about the last match and we just move ahead. We're thinking about this match because this match is gonna be more special for my boys and for me as well. And because we are going to take top of the table team and we are taking them very seriously. They showed their character in the last match by down by 9 men. They take 3 points, and yes, we are taking so much positive thing from the last match, and my boys are ready to take this challenge.
So how do you prepare for a match like against a team like Mohammedan SC, who has been a regular participant in I-League and have been there for so long and has so experienced, for a team like Rajasthan United who have been for little less time compared to the Mohammedan team?
No, in modern kind of in sports there is no old or the history the any club have. This is important that the team who have the confidence and the team who have the rhythm in the current moment, that is important. And we have very good experience and a good record against the all Calcutta team, that Rajasthan is still unbeaten from any Calcutta team. And yes, Rajasthan also have a good legacy, good good record in the past, no matter that is comes in last 2 years or 3 years. But yes, the all teams are equally good, and hope we'll have a good match.
Thank you so much, sir, and all the very best.
Well, that's what Pushpender Kundu had to say, but here's Mohammedan Sporting's dressing room, and we'll also hear from Andre Chernyshov, the head coach of Mohammedan. The black and white brigade are off and running steadily. We'll hear what he has to say before the game.
Last time out, Rajasthan played a good match against Churchill Brothers, got a 2-0 good victory. How crucial is this game for your side?
Good evening. We also played last match very well. We won away 2-1. We played with 9 players, 45 minutes. It was also a great match. Okay, this Rajasthan United won here after not good started. For us it's a new experience today because we will play first time on this AstroTurf. This is need a little bit time to adapt for adaptation, but I hope my players will not take too much time for this adaptation. They will start to play football what we want to play, very aggressive, without the ball, with high pressure, like that. We want to show nice football here, and we want to win this game today.
So your team is tied up with Gokulam on the top of the table and has just differentiated on the goal difference. So will your team be trying to get as many goals as possible to cover that gap in this game?
We don't think about this goal difference because now only 4 games played in this championship. We will see what will happen at the end of the season. Then we will start to think about that. But now we think only about this match, and we want to win this match. This is very important.
Thank you so much.
Welcome. Thank you.
Well, it is an important match indeed, and the conditions will play a part as well, as you heard from the head coach of Mohammedan Sporting, the pitch conditions. There's the team warm-ups just before the game, getting set for the big clash. One win can change the equation of the league table totally, and that's how interesting the I-League is every season. We will see the lineups of the teams as well. They have been pretty exciting to watch. I have The expert, the man you know already, Steve Leon, has been the head coach of United Sports as well. He's with us for providing us insights and making the experience more beautiful. Over to you.
Yes, thank you very much for having me here. Indeed, I think it's going to be a fantastic match with a team who just got their first win of the season against the top of the league table team. So let us see how both teams are going to cope with AstroTurf, and we see the starting 11s here.
Well, that's the lineup of Rajasthan United. Mullah on goal. The back four, 4-4-2 is what they're going with Hardik Patel leading the side as the right full back, and Bhutia the left full back, and Nam at centre back along with Kima. A few changes in that side, and here's Mohammedan SC's first 11. Samad Ali Malik and Dinga playing full backs with Ajay and Irshad centre backs. Padam Chetri on goal. A few changes. Forced ones. Angusana, Samuel and Tanmoy. Missing out is Alexis Gomez and Kasimova up 3. The big 3 there who have been turning things around for them. Vikas Singh, Remsanga and David. And today's match referee is K. Ramadasan. He will be assisted with assistant referees Liju VM and Sanjay ES. Fourth official Ajay Krishnan. What do you think about the formations for the team, Steve?
Well, it will be very good to see what Mohammedan is going to do without their very two strong midfielders in the 4-3-3 that they were playing. They've replaced it with Tanmoy Ghosh, that I know from his time with us, who is a very good central midfielder. But of course, Mohammedan was playing with the two players who got suspended in the last match. Compared to a 4-4-2 is always dangerous if you're playing with 3 midfielders. So let us see from the beginning of the game if Rajasthan is really going to play in a 4-4-2, or one of the Ghana players is going to drop back to make it a 4-4-3 also. Once the game is going, we can go deeper into that, because we want to see what exactly the plans of the coaches are.
Well, maybe. And there's the two captains, Samad Ali Malik and Hardik Patel, both surprisingly playing fullbacks for the teams, and both experienced players. Hardik Patel, he had moved to the ISL for a while and is back in the I-League once again. Had performed and impressed everyone last season. And talking about Mohammedan, there are a few players who you have seen, of course, up close. So what do you think about them and the impact they're having this season?
Yeah, I think Mohammedan was a very, very strong team this year in CFL. After the first opening 2 matches, I predicted that they would be very close or winning the championship, which they done at the end with an impressive form, especially of David. He's a killer inside the box, knows how to press, put that ball inside the goal so many times over. I think it was 21 in CFL. I don't think many players of his age have done that. So it was an impressive team. But at the end, they made a change after the first 2 matches. They were playing with Prince Opoku up front. Made a change because the supporters also were complaining to put in David. And he has shown he's been scoring goals also in I-League. So let us see what he can do today. Tanmoy, I know from his time with United. We went to the semi-final with him in our team. A very strong box-to-box player, experienced, knows where to play the ball. So I'm very, very interested in how the game is going to go today.
Well, experience and quality. The Kolkata Giants against the team from Rajasthan. An exciting contest, one looking for the second win of the season. Rajasthan United and Mohammedan look to carry forward their unbeaten run as we are underway with match number 28. It's Rajasthan United attacking from left to right, a few screens, and in white, Mohammedan sporting from right to left in the first 45. They look to create early chances there. Samuela trying to get on the ball, and a free kick, a soft one.
Yes, you see immediately Coach Chernisov told that his players were going to put high pressure. You see immediately David doing these runs, 2-3 players around every player here. So the coach has brought this forward, and you see it again. There's immediately high intensity from Mohammedan out.
Well, another foul this time. Just lost control of the ball, but then the tackle was not timed perfectly. Took the man off. Angusana there goes down a free kick from an interesting position, and Tanmay has the ability to deliver. Well, it isn't him at the moment. It seems to be Adinga. Yes, some left foot. We've seen him performing in Aizawl as well back in time. Right now, it's time to deliver for the Black and White Brigade. Early chance then. A different idea tried. Well, maybe Samad. Blocked away. What do you think about set pieces when taken like that?
Well, sometimes you can surprise a team. You saw immediately going very quickly from left to right, and then right fullback was going to try to put a cross inside the second area. It's something that sometimes people or the other clubs don't really expect, and it's a very dangerous act if it's performed well.
Well, if it's performed well, that is what it is planned for, to take the opponents by surprise and get the most of that opportunity. But this time it wasn't the case, and Rajasthan just trying to play a few passes, just get things together. Still just the beginning of the game. And as you said, high intensity. We can see that both teams interested to snatch the ball from one another and not let them settle down. Hardik with the throw in. 3 white shirts crowding him out there. It was Changte. He scored a goal in the previous game in a winning cause, and that's some pressure there. And somehow avoided. Rajasthan United just a little bit unsettled at the back, but then too early to say anything. Padam Chetri clears danger. Getting a feel of things. Mohammedan, once they are in control, are a side who are very difficult to be dispossessed. They like to play their football in this way, but then 2 of their key players who actually dictate the play from central midfield are missing. But will that play a role here? Another line of the pass, forcing him to play that side. Tanmay, good switch to the left. And now over the top of the defenders, a mistake there, a communication gap, and thankfully again, well, the last touch came of Angusana, I believe.
Yeah, it was a good run. He kept looking at the ball. He was trying to see what the defender was going to do. And they have that speed up front more. I would have expected a little more chances already, put on a little bit of shots on the goalkeepers, but we haven't really seen that because both teams are pressing good. Both teams are also a little bit in a flow. Rajasthan winning their last match, Mohammedan being top of the table. So they have a good feeling at the moment. That means you're going to close down a little bit more. You're going to have that balance a little bit more in the team. And that's what we're seeing right now.
That's a good forward ball to the left-hand side. Talking about penetration, here was a chance, but the cross probably took a touch of the defender and helped its way to Padam Chetri's safe hands. Well, and you mentioned just there you see the shot stats. Rajasthan have already attempted twice, while Mohammedan only once. Very much in balance, but then you need more attempts. A burst of pace from Remsanga. Akima is there to cover it up. Took a touch of Remsanga. Well, you were talking about Rajasthan United finding a win in the previous game. It is their first win of the season, and just to add on, they lost the first 3 matches and all 3 were away from home. And once they returned home, they made sure they got the win against Churchill Brothers, a 2-0, a clean sheet as well. They have the confidence with them, and now Remsanga from the right.
And of course, if you have the opportunity to train regularly on an AstroTurf and your opponent teams don't have it, it always makes a difference. And this year there are a couple of teams who are playing on AstroTurf. Shillong Lajong, Trinity Deakin, Rajasthan. So it means teams have to change every single time again. One time playing on an Astro, one time on a grass. It's a different feeling.
Well, now a chance inside the box, a solid challenge from Zoding Liana, but once again it was Chunga who created that bit of space for Hardik Bhatt on the overlap and released him. And a corner for Rajasthan United. There we see.
So what they keep doing also is they try to get their dribble inside the box. So Dario did it one time, now captain did the same thing. They try to finish and maybe get that penalty, maybe get that momentum going over there. It's not just working with a cross, they actually dribble with inside the box.
And now the corner floated in towards the far post. That's a free header. Should have done a bit more. And a free kick awarded in favor of Mohammedan. That surely had to be a little better from that player on the fast board. Not sure who it was. We'll see the replay again, I'm sure. That was a good corner, a good idea. And once again, it was Chunga. He's on every moment or every highlight at the moment.
Yeah, player was completely free on the very far post. I think it's a studied material what they did on training session. Bring that ball in an area where no one expected. Maybe a second header there, direction, the middle of the box again. And that can always be dangerous, but the header was not good done. And you saw him a little bit moving his head because the defender was coming on to him. So they lost an opportunity.
And now another chance opening up for Mohammedan. All of these have been half chances somewhat. Every time the keeper is coming in the way, and of course the pitch playing a part, as we say time and again. Pikash with the blocker. But in this kind of a game, we're halfway through the first half. What do you think can be the difference between the two sides? What can break the deadlock?
At the end, it will be a goal. The moment you have one of the teams, maybe just a luck on the right pass or the luck on the right movement, maybe get a penalty there, like we've seen 2-3 movements of Rajasthan already getting inside that box. But to open up this game, you will need a goal as soon as possible, because then both teams need to come again.
Well, we are all waiting for that goal. I'm sure the Mohammedan fans and Rajasthan United fans are both of them waiting. Will this be a card here? Well, the referee has gone to his pocket, and Betia goes into the books. And that is where Remsanga is so dangerous. That sudden burst of pace, that first touch did the trick. Take it away from the defender. And I'm sure Betia knew what he was doing there. We'll have a clearer picture when we see the replay. Just stopped the run and made sure he stopped the attacker. And that angle favors a left foot, but Samuela has a delivery on him.
And you saw that the referee went to Coach Chernyshov immediately, who was complaining about the tackle that was done on his player. Indeed, the tackle was done on a wrong moment, on a wrong possibility. He should have maybe just pushed the player to the outside, keep on your legs, don't go on the floor there, because there's no point.
Well, so another set piece from the training grounds. The cross is dealt with for the time being. Ishad is up there. That seemed to be a lash out off the ball. Ishad needs to track back though. Tanmay, Mohammedan have possession. Too much power on that pass forward, and now some space opening up. Chunga has Gadzi up front to aim for. Ample space and time to measure a cross in, and now comes the one of Tenzil. Well, the header off the defender, and some luck in favor of Mohammedan, but they needed to be more clinical again.
Chunga again, perfect run on that right side, very dangerous. You saw the defender making a choice because the centre-back needed to decide if he was going to cover for the striker who was waiting inside the box already, or he was going to close down on Chunga. He made the right decision because he said, okay, I can wait on my second centre-back to come close. And then at that point, he closed down on Chunga, and there was only one striker inside the box.
Well, those decisions will eventually make the difference. Yeah, it is the same left foot, but a different option. Will it be a different result? Bitia's in swinging ball in. Now the header off the... Well, it's an offside. The first touch wasn't really convincing. The second one was, but from an offside position. There we see again. Just coming back from the line.
Very clever corner also. You saw that Chunga was putting one hand up. That meant for his teammate to go and stand on the line, on the back line, past the second post. Deflection towards him. He was just unlucky that everyone ran away from the post. Otherwise, he could have been completely free header. It's a corner that I haven't seen much yet anywhere in the world. So it's very good played. It's very good solution. Very careful also because it's the second time they bring a ball over there.
And Dario again trying to get in the box, but he cannot keep giving away corners after corners. I believe 4 or 5 now for Rajasthan United. Even though Mohammedan Sporting, we just saw on your screens 57% possession for Mohammedan Sporting. They're having the better of it, at least in the first 30 minutes, half an hour played. Rajasthan United are coming closer and closer to that goal. To do better, and now Gadze has released Chunga just on his wrong foot, but still Chunga getting the better of Dinga there. And now from midfield, go Cookie. They're controlling things. A wave of attacks, another cross in, and so Yana this time clears his lines. Still falls to a maroon shirt. Moro. Finally, that spell of threatening attacks just ends.
At the moment, I think Mohammedan needs to start playing just that little bit quicker, give these passes at 100%. They are giving these opportunities to Rajasthan. Rajasthan is doing good pressing football at the moment, and they have a fantastic Chunga playing right now.
Well, this man will be happy that not much has been coming towards him. Bhavindra Malla on goal for Rajasthan United. Throw in. Just trying to calm things down and slow it down. But the pressure and intensity is high from Rajasthan. And Tenzil just intervenes. Pradhan Chetri plays that shot. Irshad. This is one man who has played different roles previously. You've seen him play in the central defensive midfield at times. He can play as a centre-back, which he's playing right now. And after a long time, the ball is back in the Rajasthan United half. Adinga with the throw. Vikash again under pressure, never without pressure. Mohammedan Sporting today. Moro loses out, not in a great position. Tanwai lashes out, but not sure if it had real direction.
Yesterday we also saw a little bit the same game where Churchill brother was looking for the score. They had 13 shots at goal, a lot of opportunities. But at the end, you need to finish your chances. Today also, again, Rajasthan is trying to get that goal. Quite some shots at goal, but not in the right position, not the right shots. So they need to be very careful for Mohammedan, who will get their opportunities. They will get their chances. See that you don't concede at the wrong time.
But that's the beauty of the game. Sometimes you never know what happens next. So one team keeps attacking, getting chances, and then on the break, the other team does the damage. And that's a good ball in the box. Not well controlled. Tenzil has it. Has seen Bhatia free. Likes his left. And the cross is way far off from any of the attacking players. But seems like it has taken another touch of the defender. And one more corner.
It was a very good ball on Dario, but he didn't do his first touch good enough to be able to turn around this defender. They had a little bit of luck that the ball came back into their feet. And then indeed a deflection. Chunga again putting up one hand. Let us see if they're going to do the same corner. No, I don't see anyone on that far post.
It is a different idea maybe this time, but the corner was same at the far post.
He was trying to find Dario. You saw Dario very, very deep. He was not on the screen, so there was a player there. Ball very deep. They are trying to do this same corner every time again, but of course Mohammedan has seen it after 3 times also. So they talk to each other. They know that they need to be careful with that player over there. And you saw that there was immediately a Mohammedan supporter, Mohammedan player coach next to him.
Well, Mohammedan will be aware of the threat Rajasthan United possesses. And this is the 5th corner. Look at that footwork from Dario Junior again down the left-hand side, just taking on the defenders. And another corner, 6th one of the game. Well, it is a corner fest here right now for Rajasthan. A different end, a different angle. Padam Chetri just making sure his players are marking it right. The corner taken short this time. Through the legs. Seems to be. Can't say it was. And now the shot blocked, appeals for handball. Moro still in control. Go Cookie to the left to Betia. And now Dario Junior again. Rajasthan are coming strong. They're looking for the lead before half-time. Dario's pass blocked by Samad.
And they are literally looking for the corners, because you saw again that they had another worked out corner over there. So they've been training a lot on these moments to be able to score a goal. They are actually looking to get corners instead of maybe sometimes doing the dribble. No, the main focus is, let us get another corner because we've practiced it, we know some variations, and we want to try a goal like that.
Well, right that, but this one was very, very poor from Rajasthan United. Caught offside on that narrow space, just trying to be a bit clever, and didn't realize the player he was trying to play that wall pass with was in an offside position. Now Padam Chetri with the free kick. Mohammedan Sporting right now look to be a bit clueless. But for Rajasthan, if they cannot get a goal before half-time, it'll get a bit frustrating. They've done everything. They're getting their attacks, even if not in the smoothest of manners. That's a mistake from Irshad.
Yeah, you see that Mohammedan at the moment is not playing at their 100%. Controls are not too good. Every time they miss, here again, they make a foul with a yellow card immediately for Tanmoy. I think he used his hand in the face of the opponent. But it's these kind of moments right now where Mohammedan is not showing that they are top of the league. Right now, it's Rajasthan who's pressing to try to find their 2nd win of the season.
Well, the problem is, there you see the replay again, just using his arm, so that's naughty. But then, he wanted to stop the attack desperately, Bhavendra Malla. Just look at him. You understand why he's doing so. He's not being tested and not being a part of action since a good while. That's concerning from Mohammedan's point of view, of course. And a free kick, Betia again.
And as we said before the game, they are missing their 2 central midfielders who were very strong in the first couple of games, controlling that game, putting up the tempo when they want to, putting down the tempo again. Right now, they had to bring in a completely new midfield. It always makes a difference into your mindset, into your way of playing. And that's what you're seeing. They don't have control over that midfield right now, even if they are playing 3 versus 2, because in a 4-4-2 with Rajasthan, right now Mohammedan having that extra player, but you can't see it within the game. It's like they're a little bit clueless, a little bit finding their position, but they are not finding the right ways, not finding David up front either. The first couple of minutes they had some chances, but nothing more than that.
Well, we'll talk about that again after this free kick opportunity. There was an issue in the box resolved by the referee. Do not use your arms. His eyes are on you. And now Betia with the delivery. That's a good one as well. The header is off target. And close. They are coming closer. And that's Miles summarizes it to you.
Again, a very big missed opportunity, completely free. No one with him. But I don't even think he touches the ball. I think he goes next to the ball because the slightest deflection would have made it dangerous right now. So the cross was very good. But again, a missed opportunity for Rajasthan.
Well, rightly so. It was Sairat came up in the box. Should have done better. No pressure on him whatsoever. And now a steal. Moro has some space. He has Dario in support. Takes it wide. And now Chunga, the first time ball in. Hand in from Padam Chetri. Not convincing enough, but just lands in his palms. That's a giveaway. And now Chunga again. He's everywhere. Every now and then. Chunga finds a pass to Denzil, takes it to his right. And now gets his shot. You can hear a few screams, but agonizingly wide off target from Gatse. 7 shots now from them.
And that's what you've been noticing. Rajasthan is putting that pressure up every single time again. Started with a bad throw from a goalkeeper. Unbelievable from his experience to throw a ball like that in the feet of the opponents. Immediately again there's an opportunity, but as we keep saying, Rajasthan 7 shots at goal, not really tested the goalkeeper either. Right, ma'am? Most of them are a little bit everywhere, but not on the goalkeeper. So they will have to see that they don't regret it in the second half.
True, that's very true. But then coming back to the point where Mohammedan Sporting are not doing enough in that midfield, missing the service of Kasimov and Alexis Gomez. But then what option to have on bench? Not too much for that midfield spot where Tanmoy is playing. One option, according to me, might be, not sure. Well, right now in attack, Bikash will lose control. And talking about that option, when I said Irshad can sometimes play that central defensive midfield role, and he has a good physique as well to hold on to that. And maybe they can bring on a centre-back. Detol has started a few games. And maybe Irshad can play that defensive shield, allowing Samuela and Angusana to move forward.
Or with Abhishek Halda, who played very, very strong in CFL. They could bring him on, bring Tanmoy a little bit more on the attacking midfield, which is normal his position because he's a box-to-box player. Would be another opportunity. They got with Fayaz, they got the speed on the bench also to do these counter-attacks if necessary. And then you have the striker of Honduras who is there also. So they have some opportunities to make a difference in the second half. And I think that right now Coach Chernyshov needs to do something because it is just not good enough.
Well, he needs to do something. 8 fouls from Mohammedan Sporting, 4 from Rajasthan United. Something has to come early. And talking about something coming from the coach, coming from the bench, maybe tactical, maybe personal. But one thing they have to make sure is they do not concede before 45. Some pressure on Rajasthan United. Tanmoy and David. It's been hard for Mohammedan to control the ball in the AstroTurf.
David hasn't had his best day right now. You see a little bit struggling. His controls are just not good enough. His dribbles are not there. But as we all know, he's get one chance. There's always a danger at that moment. I've been telling before also that our defender Joseph is not really playing at his best level. There's been under pressure 3-4 times. Good pressure also, of course, from Rajasthan on him every time, on the inside of him. So right now it's a little bit on both sides. They are missing. We just see it again. These little moments right now, Mohammedan is just not playing good enough to get the 3 points for them. They have the most of ball possession indeed, but most ball possession doesn't mean getting the opportunities, getting the chances. Right now, Mohammedan will have to do better in the second half if they want to go completely league of the table and putting pressure on Gokulam Kerala, but it will not be this way.
Well, rightly so, and this time their passing move was looking a bit better, but then again sloppy in the midfield, just unable to control things. Another ball over the defense. Padam Chetri was out in time. Irshad again. 1.5 more minutes of regulation time in first half. Wonder how much will be added on. Rajasthan will be disappointed if they go in the break 0-0. Go Kuki. Has Bitia in support. 2 white shirts arriving. Remsanga has the pace. Too heavy a touch.
And what you see with the midfield of Mohammedan at the moment is when the centre backs have the ball, Tanmoy comes very deep backwards and the two attacking midfielders are opening up very wide.
Well, the physical battle again. And that is one place where Ajay will always get the advantage of that physical battle. But then that's not the only thing required. A free kick for Mohammedan. Samuela fouled.
So as I was explaining, what is happening right now is Tanmoy is coming very deep. The two attacking midfielders are going open very wide. But there is no movement to come and receive that ball. So the only option that the two centre-backs right now have is to go and kick these long balls on David. And David right now is not winning the duels against his opponent, who is doing it very well, who is very close onto him, because everyone right now knows the danger of David. He can score the goals. He scored, I think, 21 goals in CFL. He scored 4 or 5 goals in Durand Cup. So they know that he has a nose for goals, so they are very close following him.
Well, so 3 minutes have been added on. Can we see the score line changing? Samad Ali Malik with the cross, a good looking one, spilled by the keeper. Well, it is the lead. It is the black and white brigade. And against the run of play, it's Bikash Singh who gives them the lead.
So as we said before, it is not important how many chances you get. It is important to finish your chances. Mohammedan has had 1 or 2 shots at goal only. It's 1-0 for Mohammedan just before the break. This will be very difficult for Rajasthan to get into the mind, but let us see what just happened. Good cross, goalkeeper is coming. I think that could have been a foul. There could have been a little push there. This is why Rajasthan is complaining about the action also.
Well, few appeals from Rajasthan United, but appeals in vain, and Mohammedan have taken their chance, and that is what matters, which Rajasthan United haven't. A bit unfortunate, but then part and parcel of the game has gone in favour of Mohammedan. It is a 1-0 just at the right time. What a time to score. What would you think as a coach at this point of time when your team concedes this way? And of course, sometimes these decisions do not go in your favor. What would you tell your team? What is the thing going on in the mind of the players at this point?
Coach Kundu will have to talk to his players because they've played a very good first half. But if you don't finish your chances, you don't finish your opportunities, something goes wrong at the back like we just saw, one small opportunity. And we know that Mohammedan can score from any opportunity that there is. They've just shown that again. Now you need to get into the mind of your own players. Tell them, do the same thing that you were doing in the first half, because you will get more opportunities again. You will have to finish that chance. The match is not done. There's another 45 minutes. But of course, now Mohammedan can go on these counter-attacks, on these transitions from defense to attack. And they are very dangerous at this. So Rajasthan needs to be careful, but still needs to push forward like they were doing.
Well, the new 2, and they hopefully will continue with the same momentum and intensity in the second half, which is difficult. But then they have to. And Bhavendra Malla will feel hard done with that opportunity. But talking about Mohammedan, and from their point of view, they did nothing wrong. They took their chance and they've got the lead. And that is why it is so important. A few more seconds, maybe one more attack in this half. And we were saying about Mohammedan going into the break without conceding a goal being the best scenario for them. And they've got a bonus.
They absolutely got a bonus right now, winning 1-0. You will see it here again. There is a little push. You see the arm pushing the goalkeeper, but if the referee doesn't blow it, you always need to be ready as a defender, and they were not.
Well, you have to play to the whistle. Another attack fizzes out and takes a touch of the defender. So one more corner to end the first half. Rajasthan's chance to maybe be at level terms at the break, where they deserve to be. But then again, talking about keepers, sometimes you expect them to be stronger. That seemed to be a foul, but then not so much of contact to miss the ball like that. And now Chunga's corner, 7th corner. Everyone misses it. Sairat Kima on that far side, and they let it run out. Well, that is it. Well, half-time at the Deccan Arena. And after surviving and after facing a number of attacks from Rajasthan United, They will take the lead at the break. Mohammedan Sporting will be a more comfortable side in the dressing room and have discussions. A lot to discuss for Pushpender Kundu and his team about what they need to do now. The tables have turned for the time being. 45 more minutes to come. What would you say, Steve?
It's been a very good half for at the moment. We've seen a Rajasthan who's been playing better than they started the competition. They've put a lot of pressure, gave a lot of opportunities to themselves, didn't finish the chances. And as we always say, at that point, another team can suddenly get inside your box. One opportunity can be enough. Yesterday was the same goal difference with Churchill Brothers and with Interkashi.
A 59% possession for Mohammedan, shown some dominance, not really in the attacking third because 7 shots from Rajasthan, but 3 on target only. That's been the concern. 7 corners as well.
And what you see here is again the same thing. It is not having 7 shots that matters. It is the shots where you put them, and Mohammedan has put it in the net.
Chunga with 1 attempt, Katse with 3 of them, 1 inside the box. Tario's attempt as well, not really troubling Padam Chetri as such. Denzel and Moro had an attempt from distance, but at the end it is something missing, and that hasn't been missing from Mohammedan. 2 shots, both from Bikash, and that touch inside the box. Right place, right time, slotted in to get the lead. Well, lots to play because this is just halfway in the game. 6 fouls scattered around. Parker Betia with 2. Chunga, he's been in every stat almost today, just not finding the right one in his favor, which is a goal or an assist. He's got the goal in their previous outing, 2-0 against Churchill Brothers, Chunga and Denzel. And 8 fouls, 2 from David, just trying to control the ball up front. Irshad at the back. A few sloppy free kicks given away by Mohammedan. We have seen Ajay with that one, which was a chance really. Samad up the pitch and Tanmoy with 1. Well, that is it for the first 45 minutes. It has been end-to-end, most of it from Rajasthan, but Mohammedan having majority of possession. A bit of a mix of things in the first half. We'll wait to find out what's there in the second 45. Stay tuned. Do not go anywhere. We'll be back soon. And the highlights of the match, of the first half rather. We'll have a look at those attacks from Rajasthan and also see how the goal came. This was the chance from Dario Junior running inside. And there's the corners.
So as we see here, corners, they've studied some of them. They had a lot of them also, a lot of opportunities, with here a deflection, which ended up on the post. Good cross inside. This is the moment of the goal, which is the most important at the end of the first half, with Mohammedan leading in the meantime. And we will see what will be happening in the next 45 minutes.
Well, the captain providing the assist and Vikash providing the goal. Mohammedan will be happy, but 45 more minutes to find out the winner. Stay tuned, we'll be back soon with second half action. Welcome back for second half action here, live from the Deccan Arena, Hyderabad. It is match number 28 in the I-League, and Rajasthan United are up against Mohammedan SC. Rajasthan at 11th are in some danger, while Mohammedan SC on second, looking to continue their unbeaten run. They have got one win in their campaign so far, Rajasthan. But after the first 45 here, it is Mohammedan SC who are on the lead with that one goal from Bikash late in the half underway. With the final 45 minutes, it's Mohammedan Sporting attacking from left to right. And with that, it goes without saying, Rajasthan United from right to left of your screens. Will it be something different in this half, Steve?
Rajasthan will be disappointed after the first half. They will be trying to get that momentum going immediately again. But as you see, like I said, already Mohammedan is trying to use a little bit more that direct football. Will try to get that speed behind the defenders of Rajasthan, especially now with a 1-0. So Rajasthan needs to be careful not to concede the second one. And on the other side, Rajasthan will still have to push that ball forward to get some opportunities there.
Well, once again, right now we saw a ball in the box from Samuela. There was a push from... Well, has there been a change? Well, seems like Eddie Gabriel, the man from Honduras, has come on. We'll wait for the confirmation. There he is on your screen. But that was a chance, but few appeals for foul. Tenzil past the defenders so easily. And Sorting Liana sliding in. Saves the danger. Very good one from Tenzil.
If they have put up Eddie, which I think indeed we did, then it means that Mohammedan is going to use that long ball a little bit more with the target man up front, trying to get those runs behind him. So as we see here, Eddie indeed is on the pitch. He came there. He will take those balls, get that ball on the chest, let the wingers run around him, and that means that the style of football will change a little bit more again for Mohammedan playing director football.
Well, that was a bit risky there from Rajasthan United. And Mohammedan, with that goal and now with the lead, will look more confident and strong. Unless, of course, Rajasthan United start in a similar way where they left and in fact get the much needed goal here. Chunga. He has had a terrific first half. Kokuki finds Chunga again a bit inside. That a touch takes it away from him. Rajasthan trying to settle down things. Sairat Kima. It seems like David has gone off. Pabindra Malla goes long. That is a foul, clearly. Irshad expected it to go the other way. What do you think?
Yeah, it was a clear foul there indeed. Defender jumps over the head of striker. As you will see here, long ball goes over him, uses a little bit his arms to get in the neck of the striker. Clear foul there. There is no discussion possible. It gives another opportunity for Rajasthan to bring some people up front. And they have some headers there, so they will try to find them.
Well, set plays after set plays. Nothing has come so far for Rajasthan United in terms of end result. And that's a mistake from the defenders. It was not read by Moro. Or what has been given? Some discussion there. Well, just maybe a nudge inside the box. The referee having a word.
There was some miscommunication between the two defenders of Mohammedan, both going in the same area, going for that header, and at the end missing it. So that could have been a corner again, but they both missed the ball.
Irshad meanwhile. Samuela. Well, how does that induction of Eddie Gabriel affect the game? He has been pressing at the moment. And that foul earned by Sairat Kima.
And you saw that David in the first half was struggling a little bit. So I think coach there made a decision to bring in the replacement. And as we know, with his strength up front, Eddie Gabriel Hernandez will be able to control that ball a little bit more, give the time for the strikers and the wingers to get around him, and I think that will be the game plan for the second half here.
Well, that's a plan for sure, but how far that plan will come into action, only time will tell us. And here's Samad Ali Malik, the creator of that goal. Eddie's touch, and that's taken away. Tenzil taking the workload though. Past Ajay again. Oh, was there an arm in the way? Nothing, says the referee. Just blocking the path of Tenzil.
I think it was a light movement, not too much of a push. Sometimes also you want to do that run, you feel something and you're going to go on the floor to hopefully get that free kick, but I don't think there was much going on there.
Well then, another right decision, but Tenzil has come alive in the second half already. Twice now we've seen him, and Ajay under some pressure here from Chunga. And the clearance was much needed, and that too with a perfect connection. Another throw in, almost a restart from that same place. Moro, Hardik Bhatt, very strong and steady right full back. Hardik.
And until now, Padam Chetri didn't have too many work inside his box. There's been a lot of shots at goal, but not really had to do much work over there. So he's very comfortable inside his goal, knows what he needs to do with the ball. If there is a little bit of pressure, put that ball away and let your attackers again. So he's very, very comfortable in what he's doing right now.
Well, and that is why you hear the phrase often, walk the keeper. You need to walk the keeper to get those goals. If you're not doing so, it's very difficult to get second control, and the job assigned to Ajay done well, and he's now contributing towards attacking play. Just a bit away from Pikash, I believe. And now Gokuki driving inside. Or was that Chunga? And now a forward pass. Gets on the turn again, closely watched by Ajay. Chunga from the right, just turning again, trying to find a passer, does so. Dario just loses out against Samuela. Has grown in the game, Samuela. Previously often in different clubs. Didn't get too many starts once he went away from Lajong. And that's a good run inside the box. The shot is well off the crossbar. Still a chance. Chunga with the shot and now blocked. 10 fouls from Mohammedan. And what about that for a shot?
Wonderful pass in between, good run. You will see that here again at the right time. Look at him between the centre back and Tanmoy. Good shot, crossbar, a little bit unlucky. And then they get another corner after a deflection of the shot.
And they need more of it. Rajasthan United do need more of that. And this man has been looking dangerous. Rajasthan United in all have been looking dangerous. Another good looking corner missed by the keeper. Still with Rajasthan. Dario showing a bit of trickery, which has got and now driving inside the box. Lays this up for a shot, placed it just wide. And once again a chance goes begging, but better from Rajasthan United.
And I was saying a minute ago, right now Padam Chetri was not getting too much work to do. Suddenly in 1 minute there was 2-3 opportunities for Rajasthan. A little bit of unlucky moments, but you see that Rajasthan again is doing the same thing as what they were doing in the first half. Get that ball going inside the box, try to create these opportunities. It's been a bit more dangerous, but it's still 1-0 for Mohammedan.
Well, and once again they've won the ball back. Another through pass, threaded past the defenders. One more corner. Well, the scoreline is such an unfair reflection of how the game has been going. But then Rajasthan United do not have much to blame, because they haven't taken their chances. But now they're trying to do so. Testing the keeper, we said. Twice under test. Another opportunity. Dario with the set piece. Punched out. Probably will land with Moro.
And we've seen the two corners in the second half. They changed their tactical again. Means coach has told them we're going to go for plan B in the corners. Right now Dario is taking them. He's trying to bring those balls a little bit more into the second zone. but the cross was just a bit too close to goalkeeper, so it is easy for him to intercept.
Well, now Bikash from the left finds a pass in. Eddie with a good first touch, just brought down a bit easily, and a foul given against him. And there's a free kick for Rajasthan United. And tell you what, you said about different routines in corner kicks. Now they need that because they've now got 8 or 9 corners, none converted, not even dangerous. And now looking a bit better. And talking about half-time talks, Pushpender Kundu had his talks on point. Well, maybe a little early to say on point, maybe if they get the goal, but still doing things better in front of goal. Oh, that's beautifully done.
Good dribble there, trying to get away from his defender. As we've seen, the ref seen the same thing, foul against him. So another opportunity again to get that ball, to keep that press high.
Num to take the free kick just near that center line. Oh, that's good work by Chunga to bring it down, and now find the passer shot as well again. Better, but not enough off target. And Denzel this time, frustrated with himself, would have expected to hit the target.
And Chunga keeps being the danger man. All first balls comes on to Chunga. He tries to find his partners up front. The shots are coming, but right now still not on target. We need to put Param Chaudhary more at work to get that goal in.
And that's well done by Bikash. Can he find the cross? Almost did, but just not the connection he was looking for. The first bit of work, 10 on 10, but then the cross needed to be better. Saivat Kema. Rajasthan start again from the back. It's end to end. A free kick has gone in favor of Mohammedan. A bit of frustration keep creeping in.
And we keep seeing that duel between Joseph and Richard. One-on-one, very strong, two powerful players. Every time that duel is going on there, right now Joseph is in a better form than Richard because he's won most of the duels. But it's around the players, around Richard, who are making the danger runs and making the danger passes.
Talking about danger runs, here's one from Remsanga. His former team though, we have to remember that. Finds a cross in, a good header. Oh, collected and spilled. This time the foul will be given. And Ravindra Malla, safe this time. Just a friendly shake of hands with Eddie Gabriel Hernandez, the big man up front now. Talk us through that change now, David. I didn't do too much today. I didn't get much supply as well. And a like-for-like change. Some attacking prowess added, but we'll talk about that after this attack. Chunga once more inside the box, trying to take us to his left. Still Chunga. You can see the 3 white shirts, knowing the threat Chunga has, blocking all the options he has. Now Moro. Under pressure, back with Moro. Betia finds a pass, a clever back heel, and is that a penalty? No, says the ref. A clean challenge. Samuel on the ball.
Is the second shot out of the match for penalty for Rajasthan. But again, Chunga, hard defensive work. Like I said, right now, man of the match for Rajasthan. Every danger comes there. Defensive-wise, attacking-wise.
That was a moment we thought for the first time that Richard Katze has got the better of Ajay, but unfairly, says the referee.
Apparently it was done with a foul indeed. He turned away. I think he used his arms a little bit too much. But as we said, two powerful players against each other. Look at that. Two strong guys on the pitch, using their strength at every time. But there will be a moment that Joseph will just not be at 100%, and maybe there Richard can take the advantage.
And maybe that is why Eddie has been brought on. But now Denzel from distance unleashed the shot in a bit of a hurry. Tried to use that outside of the boot.
We're in the last 30 minutes here indeed. He could have done a couple of extra meters to get around the box. I think indeed it was a little bit of a rash decision to go and shoot from there already, but of course if you're doing a run for 20 meters, you feel that breathing behind you of players running after you, you need to make a decision in a fraction of a second.
I rushed that shot indeed. Yeah, I was asking you about that change with Eddie coming in. So how do you see that? David didn't get much supply as well, but at the same time, couldn't do the role asked for. Another change. Meanwhile, coming in for Mohammedan Sporting seems to be Abhishek Haldar. You were talking about him being an option. 13 fouls from Mohammedan, 7 from Rajasthan United. Somewhat cagey, somewhat free-flowing, a mix of things in this game. And Abhishek comes on to replace Samuela.
Yeah, I think they're going to put him a little bit closer to Tanmoy, give Tanmoy a little bit more that space of these runs in between. We will see how Coach Chernichov is changing his team here. But as you were asking, the change between David and Eddie, indeed David was struggling this match a little bit. We can't forget also, it's still a young player. He will have his ups and his downs. He's had a terrific season already, a long season for most of the players. Competition just started, but he played a whole CFL. They became champion for the 3rd time in a row, played all the matches, played in Durand Cup his matches. We can't forget that there will be a moment of decompression, and if it is one game, there is no problem. If it becomes 2, 3, 4 games, the coach will have to make a decision. But he has a lot of talent. The talent will be there, the talent will stay. But I think at the moment it was the right decision to change him.
Well, that's a wayward pass from Angrusana. And talking about a right decision and David scoring goals. Well, mostly we can hope that he'll be back to scoring terms soon. But the AstroTurf, as we are talking from minute 1, has played a role. A bit of risk taken. 57% possession. Mohammedan still leading in that stat, leading in the scoreline as well. Another missed pass. A few missed passes in the last few seconds. And a whistle from the referee. Was it an offside against Eddie?
Yeah, he was just past the line already, trying to get that first touch, but you saw the first touch was good. Just a little bit too far already.
4 shots from Denzel. If I'm not wrong, most of that has come in the second half itself. Go Cookie avoided the challenge to number 6, and now Denzel will go for the shot again. Should have, maybe could have opted for Gatsi up front. 11 shots now for Rajasthan United.
And his teammates are getting a little bit frustrated. He gets that ball over there. He could have passed it to his teammate who was doing the run, but opted to shoot again. He needs to start looking for his partners who will help him. But I think he's done 5, 6 shots right now, almost none on target. Needs to look at better positions.
And there's the confirmation of the previous change. Abhishek Haldar coming in place of Samuel Lalmonpuya. And there's Eddie Gabriel. One of the 2 changes. And no foul, surely. Would have been soft if that was given. Another wasted pass. Handball given by the ref. He doesn't agree, Moro. But Rajasthan United, they haven't opted for a change yet. There are a number of options. Be it the Brazilian in the form of Paulo Victor, or maybe Raghav Gupta, who's got a hat-trick to his name, or even William down the wings, and Yash Tripathi. Apologies for that. Yash Tripathi, I believe, has got the hat-trick. A few games ago in a 4-3 against LAFC, it was Yash Tripathi.
He came on in the previous match also in the second half, who can maybe make a difference there at the right time. They still have midfielder from Brazil, Paulo Victor also, who made his change last match. So they have some opportunities on the bench. But as we've seen right now, the difference where Mohammedan is playing with 2 6s now, with Abhishek Haldar and Tanmoy Ghosh next to each other.
Slightly different from Mohammedan. Looks like almost a 4-2-3-1 at times while defending. All cracking back. Free kick awarded to Mohammedan. Another option. Maybe you have seen some of him in front. Suhail Pasha.
Could be a possibility indeed, like we just said. They have some opportunities on the bench to make a difference. It's up to the coach to make the right decision at the right time. But I think even until now, Rajasthan is still creating opportunities and chances. They just need to see time is ticking and they need to make the right decision at the right time.
Well, there we can see another familiar name in Kolkata football and Indian football. Dipendu Vishwas just complaining about that foul a moment ago. Advantage was allowed in favor of Rajasthan, who eventually lost the ball. It was Bikash Singh. Maybe if we can have a look at that again. Padam Chetri hasn't been tested too much. And Pushpender Kundu, his plans haven't come into action yet.
And he keeps talking to his players in the meantime. We're also seeing that some of the players are warming up for Rajasthan. So maybe he's got some ideas to change in the last 20 minutes. But he keeps giving them advice. He keeps helping them in the meantime. As you see, in the meantime, Richard is moving up a little bit more closer direction of 4-4-2 again. But it is not coming out of there good enough. Chungao is also getting a little bit tired. He's not getting these runs done anymore. So maybe it's the right time to go and look for a change there.
Well, maybe, just maybe, but Mohammedan, they need to increase the lead if they want to be safe in the last few minutes. Bikash driving inside the box. Just enough there. Back with Bikash. Two maroon shirts. Just down that corner. Flag is looking for a corner. Still grinds out a pass. Not too much effect. Richard gets it. Not too many options with him up front. Everyone were back in defense. Petia gets it back. And now gets it. Sometimes it's Denzel dropping, sometimes it's Gadze, but nothing helping Rajasthan United at the moment.
But Rajasthan is coming up again. I think they've found their second breath, giving a lot of opportunities. But Joseph with his power every single time again. Not really a bad foul, but foul at the right time. These are the moments that where you see he's so smart, get that little push, and will say, okay, let us handle this free kick.
Talking about free kicks, Rajasthan have got another one. And Chunga again. He has been one of the best performers of the night for Rajasthan United. And now the crowd getting in as well. A defensive header, not really sure where it was. And Eddie helping out his defense. Intercepted. And now there might be a chance on the break if Mohammedan get a touch on the ball, which they couldn't. Dario again, showing a bit of trickery. And now the burst of pace has beaten Samad. As that has stayed in play. Towards the far side. Couldn't trap it down well enough. Bikash dropping down to help his defense.
Dario has that technical superiority indeed, very strong left foot. Did a good cross direction Chunga, but like I said a couple of times already, I see that Chunga is getting tired. Maybe it is a moment to change him, but that first touch in the first half he would have had and he would have gone inside the box immediately.
Well, maybe it's time for a change. 69 minutes in and now. But that's a good run. Angusana is running past everyone, has found Eddie. Is this the moment? And that is one moment which Eddie needs to get on the score sheet, and he hasn't missed. 2-0 Mohammedan on the double. And now it will be more comfortable for Mohammedan Sporting here on.
Wonderful counter-attack, transition from defense to attack within 3 passes, be on the other side. Eddie comes in front of the goal, knows where to put it. 1 strike, 1 goal immediately. Let us see again, good run over there. Sees his teammate, first touch, looks, and corner goal.
2 touches needed for Eddie to finish but mistake punished and the chance capitalized. It's Mohammedan Sporting who have got their second, and a good little pass from Mangusana. For a moment thought he would fumble up under pressure, but did well enough to find Eddie. And that is why the substitution has been made by Chernyshov, the head coach of Mohammedan, and rightly so, spot on.
Moments like those, indeed, you don't need 3, 4, 5 touches. 2 touches is more than enough. First touch, just in front of you, in the run. You can look what your goalkeeper is doing, make decision to put it in the other corner, and that's what they did wonderfully.
And now it's an uphill task for Rajasthan United. Always was. And the climb got difficult, and now, because they're pushing numbers in attack, they might be caught on the break. Remsanga with the cross in, but went out of play anyway. Or wouldn't have counted.
Rajasthan played a very good first half, even for me, a very good 60 minutes. But at the end, it's 2-0. Mohammedan has taken their opportunities. This is at the end what counts. It's the same what I remember of yesterday's match between Churchill Brothers and Intakashi. You get to that goal, you finish it. You only have 3, 4 opportunities. Sometimes you don't need more than that. You need to finish your chances. And here again, Rajasthan has had so many opportunities, shots at goal, from outside the box, from inside the box. If you don't finish it, you will get an opportunity on the other side. And Mohammedan has come there 3, 4 times, and it's 2-0 for Mohammedan.
Well, that was a dramatic fall from Gatse, but indeed a foul and a free kick as well for Rajasthan. We've talked about Rajasthan not taking their chances, but at the same time, have to praise the Mohammedan defense. They haven't given anything away wide or left. They've been giving spaces out wide, but then when you try to get in the box, the back four has been solid. Ajay has not been in his top game, but still enough to stop this Rajasthan attack. Shunga with the free kick. Again, that man Ajay comes in the way. Rajasthan continue attacking, floated in. Ajay again, confirmation of the goal scorer there. Eddie Hernandez with his first of the game.
And Rajasthan has had these small little opportunities which they should and could have done better, but they haven't finished what they should have done. And right now they are struggling within this game. They need to be careful not to concede even more. And they are back to off after having only had 3 points in their first couple of matches. Going back with a loss will get into the minds of the players. You need to recharge after this immediately again, because your next match will be upcoming also.
Well, Tavio, I'm not sure if you can hear a few words coming in favor of Tavio, cheering him up to go up front and try and test the keeper. Another wasted pass. Nothing is going in favor of Rajasthan at the moment, and Padam Chetri will be happy to collect it. Nearing the final quarter of an hour here. Samad Ali Malik. Eddie just plays it back to Abhishek. And now Mohammedan look more comfortable. It seems to be onside. Because he's indeed onside. Is there another chance waiting for Mohammedan to be taken? They will win a corner. And believe me or not, it is the first corner of the game for Mohammedan Sporting at the 75th minute. And they are on a 2-0 lead.
So if we look at the next couple of matches already for Rajasthan, when we see that they're going to bring in the changes here right now.
One of them is the Brazilian, Paulo Victor. Just on the pitch right now, you can see. And I believe Raghav Gupta has come with him. And there is so Go Kuki has come off. And another corner, back-to-back corners for Mohammedan.
So as I was saying, next couple of matches, they got 4 home matches coming up. Next match already against Trinity Deakin. Then they got Aizawa, they got Shillong Lajong, and they got Intakashi It's not going to become easier, but at least they're playing 4 times at home.
Well, that is one thing they'll have in mind, but that's a good clearance out by Nam. Saw it and parried it away. I was about to ask you a question about substitutions, and just at that moment came in the substitutes. At times often fans do wonder when it's such a tight game, your team is down and it's 74 minutes up and 75 minutes, but the changes are not coming. What goes on in the mind of coaches at these moments? You'll be the best person to tell us about it.
Everything depends on what is going on inside the match, what is going on inside your head. You have so many plans. You've made plans before the match. You're always going to a plan A, plan B, plan C. And then within the first minute, your plans can be gone already. Let us first watch here.
Well, talking about plans, another cross in. That could have been plan successful for the second time with Eddie coming on, had that cross been on point, but it wasn't. That's a story to be told later. Rajasthan, they need to hurry now. Time is running off.
So as I was saying, making changes, making substitutions is sometimes something of a moment. Suddenly in your mind you think, okay, this one or this one can make a difference. You know how your players are doing during training sessions. You know what they can bring. But everything is on details. You are looking that your team is creating a lot of chances like Rajasthan today. Suddenly you can get a second goal in. Do I need to go and play with 3 in the back? Do I need to stay with 4 in the back? Do I need to bring in another striker? As we've seen, Rajasthan has brought in 2 extra midfielders, where I'm thinking one of them will be playing a little bit higher, and that will be most probably be the Brazilian Paulo Victor, to get some more pressure up front. But it's all in making decisions. And yes, I understand your own supporters, the public at home will be thinking, why is he not making it quicker, or why is he doing it too quick? Or those are questions every time. Everyone who's watching your match is a coach and a supporter, and they will all give their own advice and their own opinion. But at the end, as a coach, you always try to do the best for your team. It's not like I'm going to coach, or any coach is going to be there and go and think, oh, today I'm going to lose a match. There is no moments like that. So every moment that you decide of, this is the right second, or I want to go into this formation, or let me put a little bit extra pressure, it's all in details what you see inside the game. You discuss most of the times with your assistant coach, maybe with your goalkeeper coach, because he sees other things also again. And from there out, you make a decision together. And that can be right, that can be wrong. This is how it goes. This is part of the job at the end. If you get the 3 points like Mohammedan today, not having had many opportunities, but maybe going home with 3 points, that means Coach Chernyshov is right. If Kundu, his team, would have had the opportunities finished, maybe Rajasthan would have said, okay, I didn't have to do any substitutions, and they would have stayed at home with 3 points.
True, will make sense. But will make more sense if Rajasthan United get a goal here right now. It is one of those 2 substitutions. Raghav Gupta, we saw the confirmation a while ago. Paulo Victor has come on in place of Dario. And we can see Paulo playing in that attacking midfield role. And Denzil has moved up front with Gatze, or rather Denzil has moved to the left and Gatze up front. And that has been the change in the playing way for Rajasthan United. Another substitution, this time for Mohammedan. And Angusana is the man going off. You can see the number 11 on the board. There he is. He's the one who created the second goal. Has played a good part in the game. The job is yet to be over. 10 more minutes of regulation time. It is Detol Moirangtham, a defensive change, a defender increased. 2-0 is enough to sit back on.
I think so, except if they can see the goal right now. But I think away from home, maybe this is the right opportunity to put someone extra. Even
Chunga. Oh, that's a very poor delivery. That's one of the poorest we have seen from him. He has been doing pretty great Yeah, back to you.
So even there, as a coach, again, it's about these substitutions. What do you think? How do you want to go and play? Most of the times, I'm a coach who wants to keep playing attacking football, who wants to keep pressing even at 2-0. But these are choices made. And as I said a couple of times already, the last 10, 15 minutes, Chunga has disappeared from the game. I think he's a bit tired. Coach maybe should have brought in someone else over there. But all the balls are still going direction him, and he can't bring it, he can't deliver it anymore.
He has in fact increased the strength in midfield by inducing fresh legs in the form of Paolo and Raghav, but well, that's a beautifully threaded pass. Just again the pitch coming into play, taking it away. That's sloppy from the defense of Rajasthan. Gifted a corner, and now the corners are coming for Mohammedan Sporting just when they need it to slow down the game, to run down the clock, and maybe find an extra goal.
And if we are looking at the next fixtures for Mohammedan, I think after the next 4 fixtures, we will know a little bit more already about how I-League is going to go. Next match away at Interkashi, number 4, number 5 right now in the league. Mohammedan Trinity Deakin, another top match. Mohammedan against Gokulam at home. 3 top matches already, and then they are playing Namdari away.
Well, if things stay the similar way, that Gokulam match might just be the thing, and that's a good dribble past the defenders at the edge of the box, and just couldn't connect well enough for Abhishek Haldar. He has got that shot in him. And now a change finally. Yes, Tripathi. Just if you remember a match or 2 ago, he was the man who gave them some hope, showed them light, but it is 7.5 minutes plus additional time enough for him. Confirmation of the Mohammedan change. Detol Moirangtham in for Angusana. Another long ball forward. This is the best option and the quickest option for Rajasthan at the moment, given that time is running out.
That means that at the moment Rajasthan has 4 attacking players on the pitch. They are throwing everything forward, having possibilities of 0-2 loss. 0-2 or 0-4 is 0 points. So I think coach is making a chance here in saying, okay, let us put everything or nothing. And who knows what happens in the next 6.5 minutes plus extra time.
Well, all depends if they can maybe find a goal here and then wait for additional time. Another long-range shot. This time wasn't too far away from goal, and the bounce made it difficult for the keeper. We're off target, and hence a goal kick.
Does a good dribble, looks around here, but 2 opportunities in front of him to give that ball with his teammates. At the moment, I think he's doing a little bit too many shots from far. I think afterwards, when we look at the statistics, we'll see that how many shots he's done. Maybe 6, 7 from outside the box. It's always difficult to score from there. There was 2 opportunities in front of him, could have given that ball. It doesn't matter who scores at the end, as long as your team scores.
They're just trying a bit too much there, Denzel at times, and the yellow card comes out for the foul on Remsanga. Remsanga, just before that foul, was trying to thread a pass through to Eddie. Just couldn't judge the flight of the... Not the flight, really, the bounce. There you see, just missed the pass.
Missed the pass. Little bit of a foul indeed, but not really for me for getting a yellow card there. He was not face direction the goal. He was far away from it. And he did the first miss pass before getting the foul onto him.
Paulo on the ball. There's Denzel, he has shifted wider and likes to drive in and cut in his favourite zone, Raghav Gupta. Numbers up front. An overlapping one, asking a bit too much there. Of probably Nam, was it there? But then, talking about the defensive change of Detol, he's not really playing in defense. He's just playing that shield and just supporting the midfield. It's almost like he's playing the similar role like Angusana, but just a bit more defensive minded.
Yeah, I think he will come in between the centre backs when necessary. That means that at certain moments they will be playing into a 5-4-1 with Eddie up front, target man, and then some runners.
And that's a mistake. A mistake not taken. Both occasions deceiving the defender and the attacker, the bounce.
So it will be going from a 5-4-1 to a 4-1-4-1 as you see here, with Detol in between the two lines.
Fluid about the formations. Almost few minutes away from sealing their fourth victory of the season, unless something different we have waiting for us. 3 wins and a draw for Mohammedan so far. This is their 5th game of the season. Out wide right, Chunga a bit tired but can still deliver quality. Moro, 6 shots from Denzel, that is what you were saying. Or maybe 4 of them or 5 of them from outside the box. And that's a better pass and a better chance as well. And again, the defense up at task. Samad Ali Malik this time, covering up for the centre backs.
Yeah, the Mohammedan defense has been doing very good today. Not too many chances, just from outside the box like we were just saying. But inside the box, they're very secure.
Meanwhile, another chance, another shot from Denzel is just rushing things. A few complaints because that has been given as a corner, I believe. There was no touch from the defender, was there? A replay will make it clearer. Bounced off the turf, off the pitch, out of play. That's what I saw.
Yeah, I think also it was just a deflection on his own foot. Ball goes upwards. I didn't really see anything. I heard some supporters shouting penalty, penalty, but that would have been a shout from nowhere completely. So another chance here, another opportunity. They got some big bodies up front now.
Well, some shouts of hope, but hope is not enough at the moment for Rajasthan. Raghav Gupta, a yellow card for Sairwat Kima. It was the challenge a while ago on Remsanga. Raghav, but they've pushed numbers up front. They have to deliver the cross. They've found a pass. They still have numbers waiting. They need to put that ball in the box. Denzel. And now Gatsi unleashes a shot. A good attempt, but again, that little bit away from target. And that little bit is the difference between the two teams right now. They have not got those little things right, Rajasthan United.
It's sometimes that little chance also, a ball like that goes a little bit more down. Can be 1-2 and suddenly you have a game again. Mohammedan has had the right opportunities, also finished it. It's also very important to say it's not just getting these opportunities and getting these shots, because at the end, again, the ball went wide. It's something that we've seen time and time again. I do not think that goalkeeper of Mohammedan really has had a lot of work. There's been a lot of shots, direction the goal, but not really on target. And he didn't really have to do many saves.
A good little flick there, but again the defense is up at task. Samad Padam Chetri plays it out right. Suring Riana takes a touch off the Rajasthan player. Almost a job done. Let's wait and see how much time is added on. Away victories are important, and this would be the 2nd in a row for Mohammedan. It was a tough clash against Delhi. Mohammedan started with 3 home games, then went away to Delhi, found a win at the cost of 2 players. But without them, finding this win will be big in terms of how the season turns out for them.
Here's another win here. Is putting them first in the league above Gokulam. Okay, Gokulam still has a match in hand, but it gives you a good feeling when you're going back home. You see yourself on the league table being first. It always puts in that dynamic into your play, into your minds of your players also. So Mohammedan is going to get with a good feeling direction the Interkashi match, which is another away game. Right now they are flying. It's still a long season to go, and as we have said, in 2-3 matches there is a big match coming up. But I think for Mohammedan, everyone wants to beat them because you are first. Makes it always a little bit more tough.
Well, tough, but they are ready for the challenges. Remsanga again, Eddie on the ball. 10 corners for Rajasthan, 2 for Mohammedan. A free kick at the moment. Oh, that's a yellow card, totally unnecessary. What was that for?
A little bit of time wasting from Abhishek Halda, where he told, let me kick that ball away very quickly, but completely unnecessary, like you just said. And Rajasthan tries to keep having that momentum forward, but there is a lot of runs forward coming direction the ball. I don't see too many players up front waiting for it. You only got 5 minutes left. The balls need to start coming. If you score one, you can go and push for that second one, but right now to keep playing around is not really the best option that they have, because all the big bodies of Mohammedan are back already.
Well, 6 minutes added on. Already a minute into that additional time. Bikash is released. The measurement of the pass. Maybe even Rajasthan United will need some time to settle in this pitch. Previous season, they have been playing a different venue as their home ground. This time they're here at the Deccan Arena. And even for them, it will take time, but they'll settle down, hopefully. Gatze trying to control it. And that battle from the minute 1 to the 92nd right now is alive. And most of the times it's Ajay who has got the better of Richard Gatze.
And if you take the league table in your hands and you look at the teams at the moment who are at the bottom, most of the teams are the teams who are not playing at home really. You got Trawasi, Neroka just won today, they moved up a little bit, but they're also not playing at home. Rajasthan is not playing at home, so there is, without having your supporters there, without having your home pitch there, it makes a difference. And you feel that also. Teams are coming out, there are no supporters right now, which is a shame at the end. It gives you that extra push, that extra motivation. I know well enough if Rajasthan needs to come to Naihati Stadium, which at the end is also not the home pitch of Mohammedan, but they are playing at Naihati Stadium right now. There is a lot of supporters there for Mohammedan, especially if they're going to be first, they stay there, the crowd will become bigger and bigger. It gives you the advantage as a player. You have a difficult moment, they shout you forward, you will give that press, and this is what Rajasthan here with some other teams is missing.
For another foul, and of course that's taken quickly. Raghav Gupta unleashes a shot. That is a stunner. My oh my, Raghav Gupta just with 3 minutes remaining has sparkled some hope in the Rajasthan United supporters. You talk about support, these are the moments which bring in crowds. These are visuals which fans like to see. And look at that strike again.
Very smartly taken free kick also. He didn't wait, took the ball on the floor, gave a small pass. He saw an opportunity to shoot, and we've been talking from shooting outside the box, it didn't work. Well, this one worked. We got 2 minutes to go, and I'm sure that right now Rajasthan is going to put all the press to receive maybe a point. It will be with full pressure forward.
Well then, Steve, the match isn't over yet with 1.5 minutes remaining. It's Rajasthan attacking, and the people who are still here tuned with us watching this game, they know how interesting the I-League can be. And once again at the dying moments, another cross in. They're still trying, they won't give up. Raghav Gupta again. How about that to be an ending if we got that finish?
Just over a minute to go, maybe a little bit of extra time there with some fouls. We will see what the ref will do.
Confirmation of Abhishek's yellow. Well, it is a game on. Mohammedan cannot step off. Their clean sheet is gone. And that's a fair challenge. The physical battle. And has Remsanga stayed on side? Well, not really. The flag is your answer. And now they need to play it long.
They need to start putting everyone inside the box. I still see 4 or 5 players at the back. You need to get these people inside the box. You got 30 seconds to go.
Now from the center. Positive.
Now you see one of the defenders running up front.
It was numb indeed, and a few more moving up front. Gadze a bit frustrated, but trying to grind out something. Rajay in his way once again. There have been a few man of the match performers here.
Yes, indeed. For me, still Chunga played a very, very good game. He was struggling a little bit at the end because he also ran so much in that first 45 minutes, attacking and defending. But right now, we're in the last couple of seconds. Let us see if Rajasthan is still going to get an opportunity or not.
Well then, until we have drama in the final few seconds. Done with the 6 additional minutes, but that's the minimum the referee needs to play. The rest depends on the situation of the game, and a few more seconds will certainly be allowed. There's 2 changes on the touchline waiting for Mohammedan to run down the clock. Of course, Raghav Gupta, the goal scorer. And what a way to score a goal. And that is where the fans sometimes feel maybe the substitutions, why not early? But then the trick came from that quickly taken free kick. Betia blocked again. Do we have more time? But first, the substitutions.
These substitutions are being made to waste time, nothing else. If you're in the extra time already, you're past the 6 minutes. Almost every coach, if you still got substitutions left, that's what you're going to do. Let us put that extra 30 seconds there. Let us change everything a little bit. But it's also dangerous because it's 2-1 at the moment. Players are not on their position. Need to be careful here.
So Zuidika and Sheikh Fayaz for the last few seconds. Paulo Victor plays it to Raghav. We'll go for it once again. Well. He's some surprise package for us, Raghav Gupta.
And what I didn't see in the last couple of minutes, especially since the 1-2, we had 2 minutes already. I didn't see these long balls inside the box. Maybe Rajasthan should have done that, because at the end, there are some big bodies. But now I think that the rev is going to blow within a couple of next seconds here.
Well, that should be it. Or maybe one last attacker we have. But somewhat can be argued that they did the opposite thing. When they should have played those passes, they played those long balls, and now when they need those long balls, they're trying to play a few passes around. And if that works, that's enough for them. But seems like that is it. And Mohammedan Sporting remain unbeaten and move to the top of the table for the time being. Rajasthan United back to misery. Their 4th loss of the campaign in 5 games. And that is some story to tell. A hard-fought game. Hard luck for Rajasthan United after all those attacks and chances created. And there's the man of the moment, Andrei Chernyshov. His substitutions paid off.
His substitution indeed paid off compared to the substitutions maybe at Rajasthan or the way of play. Sometimes you need to be a bit lucky. But as we've seen from the beginning of the game, Mohammedan didn't need much opportunities. They have some people who can finish a game, and Chernyshov is going home with a very good feeling, being leaders at the moment in I-League. And as we know, Mohammedan, who wants to get that title in I-League, wants to get that promotion, but there's still a very long way to go.
Well, a long way to go. Ups and downs are a part of the game. There's the stats 50-50 at the end, with Rajasthan putting up a few passes together at the ending stages, but 17 shots to 5 on target, and that ratio had to be better to get a better result. About 4 shots from Mohammedan, 2 on target, 50% conversion rate, and 2 of them goals. 10 corners as well.
And this at the end is something that we've said. 2 shots on target, 2 goals. It's all about your conversion rate, nothing to do with the amount of shots that you do. It's your conversion rate you need to have.
And there you see, we're telling about Denzel's shots, 6 of them. Richard Gadze. But Raghav Gupta, what a show he's put on since coming on. Chunga has run the show since first minute, but a little tired late on. Ontario with an attempt, and Koki as well. And only 4 shots. How strange of a stat to have there. But then, as you said, that's all you need to keep it on target to get the goals. Pikash with 1 and Eddie Hernandez with 1. Plenty of fouls there, but coming up tough fixtures, they have to continue their momentum forward. And Rajasthan will have to refocus and adjust. 8 fouls. There you see the foul map across the pitch all around, really. Numbered one, Richard Katze as well. A little frustrated they looked at the end of the game. And 17 fouls from Mohammedan. What a defensive display, even though those fouls have come in plenty, but in necessary moments, at necessary positions. 50-50 ball possession, but Mohammedan go home happy enough. They've scored 13 goals now from 5 matches. And we'll have a look at the goals and the highlights. That's the first one. A little hard turn, but Bikash at the right time, right place, doing the job for Mohammedan, getting them the lead at the ending stage of the first half. And there were a few chances created. This was Denzil off the crossbar. At that moment, had that gone in, we could have seen a different result. Eddie Hernandez, since coming on, created a few chances, was always in the gamble, and then he got his chance a few moments later. Bikash, throughout the match, somewhat silently kept troubling. And these are the shots, Steve, you were talking about. Denzil from outside the box. And there's the moment.
And here you see indeed the last moment. Good first touch outside the box, but inside the goal compared to Denzo having 5-6 shots from outside the box, ending up everywhere and nowhere. One shot, one goal. That's the most important here. As we also see right now, Mohammedan having 13 points, leading the league table with a goal difference of 9. And on the other side, Rajasthan having played 5 matches, only having 3 points with a goal difference of -7. And here, what a shot, what a goal. Made it exciting again in the last couple of minutes, but Rajasthan couldn't come back for a draw.
And what about that for a finish? But some positive headaches to take home for the head coach of Mohammedan Sporting. Who does he start next game, David or Eddie? That's a story for a different day. For now, it is full time in match number 28. It's Rajasthan United 1 and Mohammedan Sporting 2. A goal from Bikash and Eddie Hernandez, and Raghav Gupta with a late striker. That's all from the Deccan Arena today. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the game and hope to see you again soon.